Hello everybody, my name is Anthony Jordan. I am the owner and operator of worldtruth.org. We are the only, and I stress only, social network that is truly safe with no ads, no trackers, no callbacks, no data mining, none of that. And that is guaranteed. Now, this video is to address a concern that I have, and first of all, I don't want people to think that I am attacking this individual. Let me go ahead and pose this video as a more of an inquiry, because I've been a fan of Mr. Alex Jones for many years. I hold many of his topics and news feeds and discussions and podcasts and things like that in very high regard. I believe that he has a lot of credible information, and I do appreciate the man. However, I also know he's not an idiot. And I'm a little bit concerned, and I don't want to assume too much, but I also want to know, for people to know, that you can perform your due diligence on the internet to find out what is what. First, let's talk about the newsletter that was sent out today to everybody, informing people of planet.infowars.com, a new social network that conveniently launched, and I do say conveniently launched right around the exact same time that Facebook's IPO was launched. The most important part of this, once you do need to click this video and watch this whole video. I'm not going to play it here because I don't want it to be a copyright issue. However, in the video you are very aware that Alex understands completely the tracking mechanisms of social networks that they use, whether it be Google AdSense, Google Analytics, Facebook like buttons, share buttons, Twitter buttons, Google +1 buttons, Reddit, MySpace, etc. Okay? People are pretty aware of that. To give a brief rundown on this, basically what it is that, let's say I sign into Facebook. Then I close my Facebook out. Even if I log out of it, there's still a cookie, many cookies, up to 3,500 of them actually is what I've been able to total on Facebook alone, saved on your computer in your browser history. Those cookies are then kind of echoed out to different websites as you travel the internet. So when you see a like button right here and a tweet button, okay, those act as trackers. Facebook knows via the cookie in my system, if I click like on this, there you go. 14 people like this, be the first of your friends. They automatically know. None of my other friends have clicked like on this page, but they've tracked me. They know that I've been here. That's the big concern right now in Facebook. That's why they're being sued. It's a big concern in Google. That's why they've been sued. These are the big concerns that people have, and that's why the recent IPO is faltering so bad, is because people are waking up and they're going, listen, what product exactly does Facebook offer? What are they selling? Well, they're not selling any product. They're selling you and your browsing history and where you go and what you look at and how long you look at it and what you search for and the algorithms that it returns in response. It's just like if you go to Google and you type in Egypt, your results that pop up for Egypt on Google are going to be completely different than your friend that lives in Minnesota. He's going to get totally different results, and those are based upon their algorithms from tracking you across the internet, whether you're logged in or not. That's the big privacy concern that has not been resolved. So let's go back to planet.infowars.com. I'm not trying to attack this organization. However, I do have concerns, and I believe that those concerns need to be answered for everybody that is an Alex Jones fan, follower, and believer in the truth that he does put out many times. And I'm concerned. So perhaps he will address this. Maybe it's something that he really isn't aware of. I find that hard to believe, considering, once again, you watch this video, read the text in here, and let's go through it here. Learn the truth for yourself, then share it with others, all without Big Brother collecting and selling all your data like Facebook, Google, Twitter, and other platforms do. Now keep that in mind. Now this is also reiterated many times in the video. Okay, so it would lead us to believe that he does completely understand the tracking methods. If you're still doubting that, you can go to YouTube and type in "Google loves tracking you, Alex Jones report." Watch this video. He's very aware of what they're doing. Okay? Go here into YouTube. Also type in "Facebook IPO funds NSA data mining front / Bilderberg hacks US elections" and watch that video. These are both by Alex Jones, which means he's fully aware of the tracking mechanisms that take place, correct? Correct. Okay, so let's go to Planet InfoWars and let's take a look at what he does use for trackers. There's a simple add-on that you can add to your browser if you use Chrome or Firefox. It's called Do Not Track Plus. If we click on that, now we know from here that Alex knows Google loves tracking you everywhere, right? And we know here that he's saying they don't track you like Facebook, Google, Twitter, and other platforms do, correct? If we go here and we click on Do Not Track Plus, who do we have that's tracking you? Google. Google Analytics. Now, people might say, you know what? People use Google AdSense, that's how they make money and so forth like that, and that's what they do with their website and ads and whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that you can't make the claim to say that these people, that person number one is bad. We don't want person number one here. But then you build your site and you have person number one there. It doesn't make sense to me, and it really frustrates me, and it leads me to speculate a lot of things. So I dug and I dug and I dug. Okay, so I'm going to log in right here, and I am World Truth on his site. Sorry, my email's going off. And I'm going to log in. Let's click here. We have Google Analytics, obviously, that is tracking me, correct? Right? There is also Real Media as well. So let's just click anywhere. Click in here on Members Activity. And let's just click on, how about this? Let's click on a section like street art or whatever, right? And somebody posted this, right? Now we have a Facebook tracker, but we don't track you like Facebook, right? I mean, so they say, but we have a Facebook tracker. We have a Twitter tracker. We don't track you like Twitter does, right? Like all the other platforms do. But you do. We have MySpace. We have, you know, all kinds of other things where they track you. Now, let's say I choose to share this on Facebook. I click that, and it automatically knows my Facebook account. Like I said, they associate it. Let's click here. 334 attempts to track me right now, just following from Alex Jones' site. Let's close that out. Let's hit the tweet button. Twitter just tried to track. I'm not even logged in. Now you can see I'm not even logged in. Twitter tried to track me 140 different times. It's been blocked. We also have Google Analytics that tracks you. Okay? Alex Jones' site uses Real Media algorithms and networks. There's actually software out there, and we can go in here, and this is the Real Media group that he uses. They use behavioral analytical based on their users' browsing behavior. But wait a second. They don't collect and sell your data like Facebook, right? But they use Real Media. And that's what this company does. They collect your behavioral browsing. They collect your demographics. That's your age, ethnicity, gender, income, sex, employment. All this stuff is sold. Retargeting, geographic, data, I mean, everything. And there are actually companies out there. So we do a who is just to make sure. And it's owned by CSC Corporate Domains Incorporated. Is who handles the domain and so forth, and then it gives you the information if you do the who.is. Now you can also do a trace route on this, which I think you'll find interesting. You'll find interesting information, and it'll tell you, you know, where these places are. Okay? Need I say more? Concerns me, right? Concerns me. So Then it gives you a little bit of background on who Real Media's founder, parent company is, CSC. You'll find out, I mean, you can even go further. You can look up these attorneys. You can find out their backgrounds. I'm not even going to go there because I don't want to be caught in some slander lawsuit or whatever the case is. Do your own due diligence. You'll figure things out that'll surprise you. There are companies here. Now we can go here. This is called GetRichSlowly.org. It's just one site that I found. And I'm not saying every company is bad that chooses to have Facebook share buttons and like buttons and stumble upon and add this, whatever. That's fine. Almost everybody does it. The issue I have is that if you're going to go out and you're going to say how horrible they are here and how horrible they are here, and you're going to say here in a video and here that you don't do it, but in reality you're doing it worse than the others, that's, you know, that's very skeptical and it's very questionable. I don't like my integrity being challenged whatsoever. When I say my site, WorldTruth.org, has 0 ads, 0 trackers, 0 data mining, 0 callbacks, I mean it. There's none anywhere. So we go in here and we look, and you can read this about who's spying on you, and it identifies Real Media. And you know, you can be very concerned, and it gives you some techniques on how to, you know, to get around it. I mean, there's even software out there that have been made just so you can stop being tracked by Real Media. There's techniques and so forth. It's one of the largest, if not the largest, spying organizations via tracking methods of all the companies ever. And that's on planetinfowars.com. So I'm very concerned, and I would like those questions answered. I would like to send out an open invitation to anybody that chooses to join WorldTruth.org. We are a small site because we do not have ads or trackers or data mining or callbacks. We have no income. And we're doing this because we want a true social networking revolution. We don't want people tracking us. We want people to click on the do not track, clear skies. Even the news articles that I pull in via RSS feeds, we have those restricted. So we can pull information from InfoWars, but we still block their trackers. There are no Facebook like buttons here. So if you like something here, you're going to have to copy the link, go to Facebook and post it. We're not going to allow you to click like here because we don't want their tracker here. We're not going to allow you to have a tweet button here. You're going to have to take the material, go enter it into Twitter, and actually type a little comment. And we do that for your protection. We are the only network that does this, and we can guarantee it. We don't make millions of dollars per month. We don't have Google Analytics. We don't have ads. This is how we bring in income. Either mail donations, you can choose to donate via PayPal, Dwala, or Serve, or you can mail them to a P.O. box. And that's it. And we don't bring in hundreds and thousands of dollars of donations per week. We bring in an average of $40 to $50 out of thousands of members. We understand the economy is difficult. But this isn't about donations. This is about the integrity of what you say and then what you do. So shame on you, Alex. I would like to know how you can call BS on so many things, but then somehow overlook the fact that you're tracking people worse than any of the companies that you've mentioned down here singularly. And I really don't believe that I'm assuming anything here. I've proven it. And I think people should know the truth. Just like you want people to know the truth, I think they should know the truth. If you are completely unaware of this and your web development team chose to do this because you've done it all over the rest of your site, you might want to think about redoing your video because you're promising something that is not true. And you might want to change the text in your introduction that was sent out to, I'm going to assume, millions of people. I understand it is in beta stage right now, so I would encourage you to fix it. I believe that there's plenty of room for lots of people to share the truth and not be tracked, as you say down here, however you're allowing it presently. And you might even want to consider allowing donations on your site. I'm pretty sure with your 20 million viewers and listeners and subscribers that if only 5% of them each donated $5, that would more than pay for your network. I'm not in this to make the money. I'm in this to start a social networking revolution. I believe that the people can support the people, and we can make a difference. Time will tell whether it's true or whether it's not. And I wish you the best of luck, Alex. Like I said, there's no hard feelings here, but I would like an answer, and I'm sure many of other supporters would as well. Thank you. God bless. Have a nice evening.